Hello, it's been a while. I'm just hopping on really quick because I'm at the park with my son, and I was thinking about intuition, and it seems like it's kind of a wishy-washy, fluffy, taboo subject, right? For some people, it's like all there is, and for other people it's like, no, I don't go on intuition, I take action, I use strategy, right? We feel like we have to be like divided between one side and the other side. Like we can't have both the intuition or the gut instinct side of it and also the strategic side of it. It's like we have to create a plan and we have to be in flow, or I have to be in one or I have to be in the other. A lot of people really struggle to find the sweet spot in between. So here's kind of my thought on it, right? After having my own spiritual journey and also running a business and being in my masculine a pretty good amount of the time, I'm very strategic, but I'm also very intuitive with myself, right? I know intuitively what strategies feel good. So you can find that place where you're trusting your intuition or your gut instinct because you're like, you know how it feels to be in that place where you're coming up with that vision or that energy on your own. Right? It feels good, it feels peaceful, it feels exciting, it feels easier. But a lot of the time we don't trust that energy because we start to second guess ourselves, we question ourselves, we get into fear mode, we feel like we have to create plan B, plan C, we have to, create all these backup plans, we have to rely on outside resources or outside answers. And this happens all the freaking time. We give our power away. But when we trust our intuition and we trust that internal voice that says, no, I believe that this is the right thing to do. I believe that this is the right next step just for today. I believe that this is the vision that I'm working toward and the way that I want to achieve it. Then we get into a place where it's more in flow and we feel a lot better about it, right? And it can be the same thing in business or in relationships, in a workout regime that you want to choose. You know what feels right for you. But again, you have to really be okay with saying, this is my power, and I know, and I trust myself as to what's best. A lot of us don't do that. We don't trust ourselves. We think, I need to go consult all the experts. I need to read 18 more books, right? Because we grew up in these societies where parents, teachers, government, religion, we're all the outside we're all like the outside authority figures, right? We're used to handing our power and our trust away to someone else. We're used to relying on other people to have the answers for us. We're used to living by rules and expectations. So it can be hard to know what is the right way. How do I know when my internal voice is speaking to me and saying, no, this is actually the right way no matter what anyone says, right? And we all wrestle with this because we've been brought up in this way where we're taught that the answers come from outside of us, not from within us. I even know a lot of spiritual people, and I've done this too, who they like hand away all their power to their guides, right? They hand away all their power to their ancestors, saying, I don't have this wisdom within myself innately, right? But we all have the wisdom within ourselves innately. We all know our emotional GPS in which way it's pointing us to go, because we know what feels good, we know what feels exciting, we know what feels right, we know what we're going to follow through on, especially in business, especially in relationships. We know when something feels right. A lot of guys would call that like a gut instinct, women might call that their intuition, right? So the key thing is to continue to follow and flow in the direction of that place where you're going, this is exciting. Even if it's scary, it might be the butterflies that you get in your stomach where it's not necessarily a feeling of peace about it, but you're excited by it. You feel a lot of enthusiasm around it. Sorry, this guy keeps walking around in circles around me and I'm like, what is he doing? He keeps going around. So you can tap into that intuition or that gut instinct, and it might feel like different things for you, right? It might feel like butterflies. It might feel like a stretch sometimes. It might feel like the most peaceful, prosperous action you can take right now. A lot of times it's just a knowingness, like, no, yeah, I got this, I know what to do. And just having the faith and trust in yourself, not to second guess it, not to have to rely on your guides, your gurus, your teachers, your books, all that stuff. It's all well and good. I mean, you have to learn from outside people at some points, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you have to trust yourself. So that's it. I'm gonna get going, go play with my little guy. This guy keeps walking around me in circles, so I'm gonna get going. So have a really good day, get outside if you can, and trust your gut.